All right, Ben. So what is this? Hang on. Okay.
The fact that this was discovered hiding under a painting during a renovation of a cathedral in Naples says it all. Another sloppy cover-up of our true past at work. I think they tried to cover up giants and dragons, griffins, and a lot of other creatures. Yet they did such a sloppy job, they just ended up calling them mythical creatures. But isn't it odd, the Chinese zodiac has all real creatures but one. And the fact that so many of our cultures, all across our realm, share the same depictions of dragons, much like they do giants and many other creatures. These artists drew exactly what they saw. And you can still find some mud fossil remains. Like here's the Dragon Head cave in Egypt. This world is vastly different than what we've been told it was. And why cover up dragons? It's the same reason why they lied to us about all of our history. Those unaware of their true past and their true origins are all that much easier to control.
Yeah, I totally agree. They're all so much easier to deceive, right? And to trick.
Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is.
It's universal. It's all over the world, every culture, ancient to almost modern, up until like the 1600. These guys are all talking about drawing, documenting. It's all over their writings, these things about drawing. Literally look at Ireland, Scotland, England, all of these guys on their crests for their families, on their shields, on their weaponry. A lot of them had dragons on there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you're going into like battle or you're before the king and they're like, Sir Lancelot, the family that slew the Goliath dragon, blah, blah, if it was fake, you don't think people would be like, gay? Or like, you know what I mean?
Okay, so what's the point of turning it into a mythical creature?
Because once you make something mythical, once you can throw some shade at it as if it's just like make-believe, then people disregard you as an idiot. Oh, you believe in fairy tales. This guy's crazy.
Oh, because you do believe like there were dragons are saying, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, that makes sense.
It discredits you entirely so that people could just shoo you away because you're an idiot. You believe in fairy tales.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's one of their strongest like tools is to turn something mythical. Because then if you even start to tell people about it, they're like, oh, hold on. That sounds like You're dumb because you believe in fairy tales.
Right.
It's a really powerful tool. A big one for me is I think humans lived with dinosaurs. Okay. Am I a archaeologist? Am I a I don't know, who are the guys that dig up bones? Not archaeologist. No, that's a rock guy. Whatever the freaking field is. I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? So I don't have like bones of modern dinosaurs, right? But there are plenty of paintings and references from like the 1500s, the 1400s, the 1300s of people with freaking like dinosaurs or dragons. They just called them dragons. The word dinosaur wasn't invented until like 1840. You know what I'm saying? And so before that, all of these types of creatures were called dragons. And they were encountered by people and they were slain by Sir Lancelot and King blah, blah, blah. And the tribal leader of blah, blah, blah. And they've got depictions of them. Where are what?
The dragons.
They probably got mostly killed off. And the only ones that have survived are probably in extremely remote, very, very small populated areas where they're not in danger of being slain constantly. You know what I mean? Because look at the references to dragons in medieval literature and writing and accounts. They're always being killed. You know what I'm saying? So if literally mankind is like eradicating dragons or dinosaurs, every time they see them, the only ones that are going to survive are the ones that aren't around people, right?
What else? So dinosaurs, we believe that humans walked with dinosaurs. I firmly believe that.
Yeah, man, I do.
And dragons are real. I do question a little bit, like, where are they now?
Well,
you know, because if they're flying around the flood,
apply the same principle. Small survives.
Okay. Right? Yeah.
The big ones are gone.
I can see that. So to a certain degree, though, because but the flood, like they're flying, right? So like they could.
So were birds.
So did all the birds?
Oh yeah, try flying for 40 days straight. Good luck with that. You see what I'm saying? You know where there would be the most. You know where there would be the most surviving dinosaurs, creatures, whatever. The ocean.
Okay.
The ocean, because the world flooded, so they just had a bigger playground.
Sure.
Okay, and now it's subsided, and we've only charted like, I think it's like not even 20% of the ocean. Yeah, not even. You know, not. We don't know anything. We don't know anything.
Which doesn't it blow your mind? Just that fact right there.
Oh,
like
for
that we
sure.
Only
that's scary.
Explored 20%.
Yeah.
And then you hear, you know, in Job where it talks about the Leviathan, right?
Yeah.
And then how he lives in the deep, you know, and it's a monster. And dude, that's so possible that they still exist. You know?
Yeah.
Right?
We just haven't seen them. They've learned to keep away. But bro, how many accounts are there of like sea monsters and creatures and documents that were in people's journals and of pirates and of captains and of you know, it's all over the freaking place. And we're just like, no, you didn't.
Right.
You guys are dumb. You know,
man, dude,
it's so silly. It's so silly how easily we like disregard people's firsthand accounts.